I selected to do your part is uh, Nick Nolte. Mm. And, so we decided to do the movie. Dr. Moser was interpreted by um famous, come si chiamava?
Ustinov.
Eh?
Ustinov. Peter Ustinov.
Yes, was interpreted by Peter Ustinov. And so, I mean, then by chance, by some kind of chance, he was traveling to Los Angeles and he met on the plane Susan Sarandon. And then, and so Susan Sarandon, he asked Susan Sarandon if she would have liked to do the part of Michaela. And she said yes. And so he went to Universal, the office of Universal, to get the financing for the movie. And they did, said okay. And so he made the movie. The movie was called Lorenzo's Oil. And so that's it. Then perhaps you would like to know something about the Malin Project. The Malin Project, when we thought that we stop the disease, the ALD, we said to ourselves, what else can we do for Lorenzo? And the answer was, of course, to re-establish or to rebuild the Malin which surrounded his nerves, the head nerves. And so we organized this. Then what happened is that I asked all the doctors who had anything to do with Malin to join in a work group. And then we were having, of course, meetings, annual meetings in very nice places to make friends with the scientists. The innovative thing about the Malin Project was that we, excuse me, what was that we asked the doctor to accept in those meetings the families of sick children or sick adults, because the Malin Project was not only for ALD, but was also for the MS people, which of course were much, whose number was much greater than the ALD number. But I think that then another thing you wanted to know is the ethical side. And that is very hard to say. First of all, were we wise to have Lorenzo's Oil when, no, not quite. What should someone do, a woman particularly, if at amniocentesis she would find out that his to be would be boy, first of all, whether it would be a boy or a girl, because the mode of transmission of this disease is different from boys and girls. If it's a girl, it's okay, because she might, at the very maximum, become a carrier. If it was a boy, no, he would have AD. So, as I was saying, we had these meetings trying to make friends among the doctors, so they should not see as rivals to each other, but rather as friends that would collaborate for the same aim, that is, re-establishing the money sheet. Now, about the ethical part. Of course, one of the things is that how come that pharmaceutical firms did not do more for AD? Well, you see, firms are firms. They have they try to make as much money as possible and to limit the expenditure as much as possible. So since the LD are very few comparative to other diseases, they will not do anything for AD. Okay. Then the other thing is what should one do with when one knows that he has or his dear ones have a rare disease? And there I'm giving some, in my book, I'm giving some suggestions. And the first one is always get a second opinion. Because it might be that the doctor in your place, particularly if it's a place in the countryside, would not have the foggiest idea of what AD was. So nowadays, this part is rather easy because we have internet, because we have internet, and so it's easy to find out who are the doctors who deals with this particular disease. So that is what I can say on the ethical part. I would like also to add that I'm not standing up because I'm invalid myself. I'm almost 80 years old. So your audience would excuse me for that. I think that we have more or less finished the interview. So goodbye to everyone in Romania. And I hope that you enjoyed this interview, and that also I think that all the children with ALD and particularly MS people would be interested in our interview. Goodbye.
Then the way you live in schools then. Okay, bravo. So, I think she covered